AI is always good at the first step. It's when you try to do follow-ups, then you're like, okay, no, it's not there yet, or maybe even at
That's
all.
what's
Like
that?
I,
What's that scientific law? If as soon as you of light, as soon as you look at it, it changes or something. It's the same with
yeah,
AI.
yeah, and it's like yesterday I was doing infographics of AI. I was doing it on Canva and on the Google AI Studio of Nano Banana, and so it'll make a small mistake in it, just one small mistake, but I can't get it to just change that one thing. Because when I try to, it changes other things as well. I think that's the current issue of AI, at least generative AI, is if you can't get it to focus and then just maintain the focus on that point. And I think it's because that's
Mm,
not actually how it works. So it'd be nice
yeah,
if they
yeah.
can fix it, and I think they could put in layers and tools, but it's still useful. But I think if you're lazy, AI is just going to show how lazy you are at the end of the day.
Oh yes, oh yes. So I mean, I don't even want to ask, and we won't chat a lot about it because we did speak about it in our podcast yesterday. If you guys want to check it out, but DLSS 5 is obviously a huge controversial topic at the moment among
Oh.
gamers, and understandably so. Have you seen this controversy?
Yeah, I followed some of it. I obviously I do have a take on it, but I think I have a different take than other people do, which is
I would love to hear it. Let me know.
it's not really DLSS 5 that bothers me. It's Nvidia. I'm like whoop-de-doo. So what? And the reason why I feel like this is because of RTX. I mean, I'm still bullish on RTX. And I'm not talking ray tracing. I'm talking RTX on the Nvidia cards, the chips. And RTX came out in 2018.
Mhm.
Later this year, it's going to be 8 years since RTX is out, and it is still a joke.
It's
Yes, you
crazy.
got some AAA games that use it, but not that many. Not for 8 years or 6 years or whatever. You don't have a lot of indie people using it because the performance overheads are still so ridiculous. It's actually faster to run a game without it, even though it's a discrete chip on your card. And
Yeah.
for many years, because I kept following this, because I like RTX, and I've been holding out for better RTX, for RTX audio, all of these things. So for many years, NVIDIA, well, they would claim, oh, over 200 games uses RTX. And when you click on that link, it's a ModDB link to people making community mods for RTX. I've tried running some of those mods. It's a pain in the ass. That list is not really growing very fast. And for the last 2 or 3 years, their biggest showcase was the upcoming Half-Life 2 RTX, which I downloaded and I looked at. It looks great, but it is so bloated. It is so unoptimized. And I'm like, but this is an engineering company. So my view on DLSS 5, I got two issues of it. First one is NVIDIA. I don't think their eye is on the ball anymore. I don't think they're focusing on gaming. I think they put this out more for marketing and to impress their stockholders, but they're not putting in the effort to take things over the line. So they'll make these big announcements. Ooh, look at this great thing we can do, but they don't really take it all the way through. This is not the NVIDIA of 20 years ago where when they brought out new tech, it was cool and everybody started adopting it. And the second one is, okay, so if you're a developer and you use DLSS 5, you immediately, anybody who does not have a appropriate NVIDIA graphics card and enough power on the machine just will not see that effect. So you're going to develop your game for the 5% of the people who can actually see that thing, or you're going to spend that resources somewhere else. And so I think what they're doing is cool. I'm not familiar on the mechanics how it works. I'm just kind of like, well, yeah, I just don't. It's Nvidia. I've lost faith in Nvidia, unfortunately. RTX killed it for me a little. I still hold a flame for RTX. When something new comes out, I see there's a new RTX mod for GTA 4. I'm gonna try that. When they put RTX in, what was it recently? I can't remember. But there are good games that have RTX. I'm just kind of like it's Nvidia's black sheep, and so I don't have faith in Nvidia that this is going to go anywhere. To be honest.
Cool. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't want to actually talk about it too much, but the one thing I will say
Yeah.
is, um, yeah, it's. I mean, the question around RTX is in some cases I've seen. I mean, I remember games and I've seen video clips recently of older games that look much better than any RTX game, or that looks as good as an RTX game just because it was programmed properly, it was built properly.
Control. Control is a good example because in Control you can
yes.
have RTX and not RTX, and it looks good. RTX is great in it, but Control looks great without it as well. And so I'm going to make this point. I don't think RTX saves developers time, and I don't think DLSS 5 is going to save developers time either. It's just going to be a niche thing. It could be big if NVIDIA actually puts the time into it, if they make sure this tech works on their lower-end cards, if they make sure I don't need
that's the
12
key.
gigs of VRAM and a big new rig to run it. Otherwise, what's the point? What's the point of showing me the new Resident Evil? Oh, it looks amazing. Well, it already looked amazing. I didn't really need this. So, I think it's just marketing spin, to be honest. I hope
If
they
they
do
can get
something
it-
with it, but...
I agree. Look, I mean, I think let's be honest, the real benefit to this technology really is to get more performance out of lower end hardware. If it can achieve that objective without you having to run this at 4K, 120 hertz, 1080p, upscale my capabilities for my card so I can play something like Cyberpunk at a good refresh rate and a decent, probably 1080p or 1440p. But yeah, let's see. I can't wait to play with it though. But yeah, I don't want to. They demoed it on dual 5090s. That's all we have to say.
This is the thing. Have
That's
you
all we
got,
have
have you
to
got a
say.
case big enough to run it? It's a tech demo. I think the internet's overreacting to a degree, but the internet does these days. But yeah, it's a tech demo, and I don't have a problem with being a tech demo. I don't have a problem with tech. I just don't think NVIDIA are going to take it over the line. We're going to be talking in 2 or 3 years. What happened to DLSS 5? Why aren't more games using it? Blah, blah, blah.
That's probably fun. We'll probably all be too busy coding our own games with AI and not actually playing anything that's made by anybody else. So, I mean,
there we
yes.
In fact,
Speaking of games,
AI Studio, sorry, I just want to say AI Studio just released apparently full stack vibe coding development in their AI labs, and they're talking about you can make multiplayer games. I don't know how you would, but you're not far off. We might be making it. Yeah, we got a couple of chats coming in. Hi, uncles. Yeah, I keep forgetting we're old, Reinhard. We're not young anymore.
it is veterans after all. Jacques says, "What do you think about Factorio? It's got me bad." Yeah, I've heard good things about that game. Never played it.
My wife loves it. I don't have the patience, but my wife loves it. A couple of people I know love it. They love that style of game. I know it splits into two sides because you also get the heavy sorting side, games like Shapes, for example. But it's all about building these, factory setups, bringing different resources together, mixing them up with the right equipment, popping out a new product, etc. What was that? The Starburst or something? I can't remember. There's now a first-person shooter game that came out a month or so ago where you're in first person, but you kind of build these factory things, all that.
It looks like a soothing game. It looks like if you built up a very nice production line, it could be just fun sitting back and looking at this thing doing its job.
No, the people who play this never sit back. They're always tweaking. I mean, there's one called Satisfactory as well. Optimizing new stuff, expanding. I mean, in Factorio, there is technically an end game. I believe you should send resources off the planet to build something. However, everybody I know plays it, don't care about the end game. Factorio and these games are kind of like SimCity and what was that new SimCity replacement? I can't believe I forgot its name now. But it's kind of just a game you spend. I think it's soothing because you're in there constantly working and doing your thing. I'm too dumb a gamer for this stuff. I will occasionally play a 4X game, but I like, take stick, hit things with stick games. When I have to start doing logistics, I just get overwhelmed.
Just a quick tech support question. Andrea says, "It seems like I cannot see any other people's messages in the live chat. Happened last week as well. I thought I was the only person. That's weird. What platform are you on, Andrea? Maybe your platform is just quiet. I can't see the platform that everybody else is on at the moment. Their Facebook. Jacques is on Facebook. Rolini's probably on Facebook too. Yeah.
This could
let us know.
Different places.
Yeah, well, Facebook and YouTube at the moment on this show at least. So one of the things we thought we'd wrap up this week, apart from we'll talk about Dying Light now, because I saw Dying Light on the sale and I couldn't believe the price, and immediately makes it the must-play game of the week in my opinion. But we'll talk about some of the other games, but let's just get to this. Where is it? There we go. 37 Rand, James, for arguably one of the best zombie games of all time.
So you're not gonna believe it, but I only know the name and know it's got zombies. I perpetually confuse this one with what's the other big zombie one of the time, the parkour one, or was this the parkour one?
You mean Dead Island, maybe?
No, not Dead Island. Though Dead Island was fun. I played through the co-op of the first one. Second one's not bad either. Apparently it's got a
Dead
VR
Rising?
mod. I want to check it out.
But that didn't have parkour, yeah.
No, that was in the mall. It doesn't matter. I'm sure if you click on it, it'll probably recommend the bottom. But yeah, tell me a bit about Dying Light.
I did click on it. Why was I not sharing the wait, hang on. There we go. Can everybody see that? Dying Light. Let's watch the trailer quickly. I mean, if you haven't played it, check this out. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Whoa.
You sure you're up for this? Just find out what this will cost us and come back in one piece.
Our plan is focused on the greater good. Remember that. Crane, get this done.
All right, I'm in.
Oh, beautiful. Gives me
There's the one I'm
goosebumps.
thinking of. Yeah, it's a parkour one. I've not played it, but I know
Stop.
some people who are huge fans of it.
Why do I have
Just
the- Just give me a second.
find
I've
out
got
what this will cost us.
the audio coming through here somewhere else
Come
now.
back in one
It's-
piece.
oh, sorry, guys. I can't hear anything about this. That's so weird.
Maybe you got another tab open.
I thought I did.
Oh,
Oh, I did stop that video. That's so weird. That is.
Hmm.
I just had to close that. Sorry
might
about
be
that.
buffering or something. You know, it's all
Yeah,
that.
probably. Let me just reopen. I
Um,
wanted to play something off there.
Jock, I'll get to your comments soon. I'm curious about that. But yes, okay, so Dying
Yeah, we'll
Light.
get
Yes,
to that
I'm,
now.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll tell you about
familiar
it now.
with
Let me just quickly call up this video. Yeah, so that is the one you obviously had in mind. Let me just whale some
for
B-roll while I
35
tell you.
bucks. Yeah.
So
And
it's on
got co-op.
special. Yeah, it's got co-op too. So for those of you guys that do not know, let's just see if this video comes up. So it's just some gameplay footage from Throneful. Thank you very much. PC UHD. And the game actually looks pretty impressive at the moment. Pretty impressive overall, to be honest. These days, especially if you can crank up the visuals. But Dying Light is Techland's first breakout survival title that was released in 2015, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, can you believe that? And blends open world survival, exploration, melee-focused combat, and parkour traversal into a day and night survival loop that feels distinct even a decade later. And that's one of the things why I was keen to get back into this, because the world is so immersive. I remember playing it, not being a fan of ultimately crafting, because this is quite a game of crafting weapons and really upgrading your kit to survive the onslaught of zombies. And even though was never into crafting, this game got me hooked just by the immersiveness of it. Now, the game is set in the quarantine city of Haran, and you must play as undercover agent Carl Crane, sent in to recover sensitive data. The narrative leans into moral ambiguity, and Crane caught between his mission and the people he's trying to help. And you obviously come across all of these survivors. It's really emotional at times. It's not a story-first game, but it delivers enough tension and character moments to support the gameplay loop. Now, a couple of interesting things about this game. Obviously, parkour is one of the main features which allows you to go almost anywhere in this game. And combined with that open world environment really makes crafting and looting a lot of fun. Melee first combat is another big thing. Obviously, that's why you want to upgrade your weapons and make sure you keep improving on the durability of those things. Because that was one of the things that set this game apart in many ways too, is your weapons don't last forever and you need to keep working on them. Crafting and progression is obviously the third pillar to this game system, which was quite important. Then the day-night cycle was another interesting aspect of this game. During the day, you've got kind of slower, manageable zombies that you still need to attack, but it allows you to get around, complete missions and loot up. But at night, I didn't really enjoy going out at night. It was scary. Not gonna lie, it was very scary. But the city becomes hostile with a lot of volatiles emerging. They're much faster, more lethal, and unless you are prepared for it, you're not going to survive the night. Yeah, it was a tough one. Like James said, co-op multiplayer was also in the game, which I think really enhanced the gameplay experience of this, especially if you're trying to really see every angle of this map. And another thing that sets this game apart, in my opinion, if you look at the Steam page, there is an insane amount of expansions and there's a number of expansions that you can play and enjoy the game even further beyond the base game. And there you can see. And they've got it on special now, 90% off. Honestly, a bargain in my opinion. You're going to get many hundreds of hours of play out of this.
I'll consider it. So many games on sale that yes, I think this is. I mean, I like Dead Island. I like the co-op in that. Also similar ideas. You do some weapon crafting. You do semi-open world exploration, at least in those games. So yeah, I think this one just never arrived for me because of there are so many zombie games out there. But certainly this one's reputation has stayed with it, and it's also one of those games that if you bought in early in 2015, it just progressively got better with updates over time. So it was always a good investment as well. So yep, I think you've almost convinced me, but almost, because when we go through our list of what you can buy on the sale, there's so much other good stuff as well. I must say though, this looks gorgeous. I wonder if this is the actual native game or if there's some modding that they're doing here as well.
Let's check what they say. Yeah. That doesn't say. Look, I've turned it up even with even base game, no mods. It seems it looks really good, especially in a power
It looks
PC.
incredible, yeah.
When I first started playing it, 2017, 18. I was playing on a 1070. Yeah, and it was gorgeous back then even. Not as nice as this, so it wasn't 4K, but yeah. But if you do seek that... No, go for it.
Yeah, we don't need DLSS 5. Look at this already.
Yeah, look how beautiful this is.
Yeah, you know, I'm like nice, immersive, good lighting. Look at that beautiful texturing on that light pattern when he was on the wall there. Yeah, no, I'm okay. And like you said, what, $35? Definitely
yep.
One worth
37.
Keeping in your 30. Either way, you know, it's it's less than a McDonald's meal. So you know, good value.
And then I see you can even. This is something I might be interested in because Dying Light 2, obviously the second game, wasn't as good, but Dying Light the Beast was the one to go for, if I remember correctly. So do check that out. It's also available. Yeah, that was the because the second one came out. Let me see if I got my facts straight now.
2022. Yep. I just saw it earlier on.
But then last year, another one. Last year, I think Dying Light the Beast. Let me just check.
Yeah, I believe that's a single player only game.
Yeah. But and that's why I got some. It's not kind of the same experience. So Dying Light, the first one, still you're definitely not missing out. In fact, you're probably gaining a lot more than going for the second game first. But yeah, I'm stuck in. I'm at the moment in one of the levels where I am in a building and I have to go up and kind of complete some missions. But now I'm kind of stuck. So now I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. So I can't wait to get back to that over the weekend. Take a break from the Wild West in Red Dead Redemption.
One day I'll finish that game. Probably not, but one day. It's such a big game. Yeah, all right. Dying Light. I'm sold on that. I'm gonna match you something that is not nearly as cheap, but I think is an extraordinary bargain. Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order. So a couple of years
we
ago, you had. Just give me 1 second, please.
Let's just quickly share this tab. Jedi. There we go. How many of you guys? What do you guys think? Just let us know in chat if you've seen this sale and if there's any games that you'd recommend us checking out.
So what happened? Yeah, a couple of years ago, they picked up some Star Wars work to do, so they made this game and its sequel. So I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I like the original movies, etc. You know, I know some of the planets, all that, but I do love a good hack and slash game. And one of my favorite hack and slash games from back in the day was Force Unleashed. Then, if you remember Star Wars Force
yes,
Unleashed, it was
yes.
a very, very nice, very acrobatic play. And the very few Jedi or very few Star Wars games have gone back to that model, even though you have these characters in the Jedi who have an incredible amount of capability. And it's also a type of archetype that works terrifically well with the style of genre. Control, which I mentioned earlier, is a great example. Always, to me, Control is Jedi Gothic. You know, you're just like, you've got all these powers and levitation and all that, and allows you to do great combos and stuff. So Jedi Survivor and the other one, let me just find my notes here, the Jedi Fallen Order, which was the one before it, have been, are now available. And they are going for stupidly little. Let me just move my screen.
You can get
here.
you can get them together for the normal price, 1,500 Rand. You get it for $145.
Yeah, Jedi Survivor is down 90% from 1,099 to $110. And Jedi Fallen Order, the first game, is currently available for 52 Rands. I mean, these are AAA games. Whatever you might think, etc. And also they've been patched over time, etc. So if you like hack and slash, third-person hack and slash with a little bit of an exploration vibe, they're really fun. I've not played Survivor yet, but I have finished Fallen Order when it came out. It's really good fun. So my first recommendation for the sale is because each one of these sales, they tend to have these ridiculously discounted games. This one has quite a few actually AAAs being discounted.
Yeah, surprisingly.
But the two Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order, I would totally say grab those while they might not come out these prices again. But yeah, let's give. Well, there we go. We've got a comment from Andreas. Fallen Order was great, but Survivor not so much. Once they removed Chris Avellone, Fallout New Vegas, as the writer, and tried linking it to the Disney High Republic books, which were utter trash. Fair point. I don't know about any of that because I don't play these things for story. I really don't care. I just want to, force power go. I
read it for the articles.
Yeah.
Basically.
There we go. If I ever got into a Jedi mode, I'd totally go for the dark side. Of course, give me the lightning, give me the force crunch. I mean, there's a scene in the first game, or was it Force? No, it was Force Unleashed, where you actually use your power and you start pulling a spaceship down and you're bringing it down to crash. Now, it was a bit of a set piece, nothing special, but that's what you want from these games. It's also why I love the original God of Wars. You just feel so badass. And, and that's totally my genre, and that's totally games. And, they can make these games about the new movies. I will still play them. I don't care. Like, give me lightsabers, give me force push, give me, slam people against the wall. I'm in there. I'm done. I'm good.
I mean, that was gaming was made for, right?
Mm-hmm.
To live out our kind of frustrations.
So your turn, Reichardt. What's your next recommendation?
Well, you're putting me on the spot. I thought my one recommendation would fill up 15.
I've got a lot here. So
yeah, go for your next one. I'll send you.
Okay, let's totally swing. Let's swing to a completely different one. A game called Ape Out. Now, another genre that I really enjoy is the top-down, one-shot kill type game, where, what was it? Hotline Miami being an example of that. There was another one, Hong Kong something I can't remember. But this you are a gorilla, like an enhanced gorilla that escapes from your prison in this laboratory where they've been experimenting on you, and you'll pretty much just go around and beat the crap out of guys. But they can kill you with one shot, so you got to be fast, you got to be smart, you got to be aggressive, and so it's very much about getting that timing and rhythm right. But if you do it, it's really awesome. And then on top of it, it's got this fantastic art style, as you can see there. Very stylistic, flat areas and all that. And while we're not playing the audio here, the audio is awesome. The soundtrack is awesome.
Sorry, I just turned it up. I don't know if you can. This looks like fun.
And this is going for 30 rands, 29 rands.
Yeah, no.
Kind
King
of
Kong's got
jazz
nothing on this
thing.
one.
So it's got this jazz vibe with, like, as you do stuff, it's almost like someone's doing acid jazz in the background. It's very trippy and it's really good, but difficult. I won't lie. These kind of games are not meant to be easy, but if you like something with style and rhythm and just great design, Ape Out, one of my favorite games I have bought, and it's currently 30 rands. Like, you can't go wrong with that.
It looks amazing. Where's my add to wish list? Boom. There we go. So here's one that I've had on my wish list for a while that is also on sale now. Oh, it's not on sale individually, but it's on sale if you buy the bundle. But I still think it's worth a mention. Sorry, I'm just switching tabs here. Let's try that and that. There we go. Can you see it? Super Battle Golf. So you're obviously trying to play golf, but you're also fighting against every other golfer.
Oh, this is Golf with Friends with more combat.
Yeah, exactly. And you can shoot.
These games shorten my life. I used to play a lot of Golf with Friends, and oh boy, if you want to feel so close to rage quitting a game, play one of these golfing games. It's I'd still try it, definitely. It's there we go. Spooker saying Hong Kong Massacre. That's the one I was thinking. Hong Kong Massacre, very good also for that previous genre.
Let's check Hong Kong Massacre.
It's kind of a top-down.
Oh, we're discovering new games today.
No, this is a very good one as well. Hotline Miami is the OG.
Wow.
But there's a lot of games like this where you get killed in one shot, but if you can move and do everything and use the effects, it's great.
It's like top-down Max Payne. That is great.
Yes,
I'm going to add that
very
to my
much
wish
so,
list.
yeah. Jacques, you mentioned Hogwarts Legacy. Or what I like to call Arkham Harry, because you can so see the pedigree of the Arkham games in Hogwarts Legacy, WB being the publisher and all that. Yes, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I read the first book. I've seen all the movies because they're decent. But the game is a lot of fun. And I love a game where you can explore the environment and everything you do improves your character. Every secret you find, every hidden thing, you get more XP and you can boost up your wizard and you become stunningly powerful in that game. So it also very much falls into that third-person brawler. I don't know what Hogwarts Legacy is currently selling for on Steam. I didn't look that up, but I would say, oh yes. If third-person action meets exploration tickles your fancy. Oh, that's a very good price.
That's cheap. That's very cheap.
If that's a very good recommendation. A third-person action meets exploration, plus you get to be in the Hogwarts school. It is so beautifully detailed. The amount of work. I would just sometimes look at chandeliers in that game and like, wow, somebody didn't see the birth of their kid because they made that chandelier. Beautiful, stunning, handcrafted stuff. So yeah. Mad Max game, Andreas said yes, big fan. I felt it was a little bit lacking near the end, but I'm a big Mad Max fan. I'm also a big open world exploration. Again, my style of game. I think the Mad Max game is a very underrated gem. A GTA style game that you basically traverse this wasteland. And like a desert wasteland and upgrade your car, etc. It's got this like hunchback guy in the back of the car who'll do fixing. So it's like vehicular combat. So it's a little bit GTA, a little bit Carmageddon, but set in this nice location. I'm sad this didn't do well because I would love an expansion for this. I felt it gets a little bit repetitive combat and the type of guys you fight, but for overall vibes, this is such good fun. Certainly one of the best things out of Mad Max, the franchise.
No, I've never played it. Was never even on my radar.
Yeah, I didn't
Interesting.
pay attention to it because I only heard bad things about it, and then I saw some online video streamers talk about it and showcase, and I'm like, actually, this is decent. I can go with this. So, absolutely. As far as I understand, this also acts as a bridge between, like, the end of this is more or less the start of the newer Mad Max movies. I'm not sure how this fits in with the old. Mad Max, the Thunderdome being the last Mel Gibson one.
What a
Yep,
movie,
if you like this stuff, you know, if this looks cool, this is what the game is mostly. You so much vehicle combat, blowing up stuff. It's really good fun.
It really feels like the sale has got some really heavy hitting games. I haven't seen that in a while.
So as well, Jacques, you posted earlier about a free game on their Patlands. I couldn't find it. If you just repost it again, and we can have a look on it. Do you mind then? Meanwhile, can I jump into another game for?
Yeah, please go for it. Let me find it.
So there's I've got a whole list here of them, but let's take something. What did I do? I just looked at Ape Out. So let's go for Stasis Bone Totem.
Oh,
It's a
yes.
game I'm probably also going to be... so this is the second Stasis game. However, it's not a strict sequel. It's completely standalone in its story. Also very interesting. Developed by people in Cape Town. This is actually a game made in South Africa. What it is it's somewhere in the future. It's a cybernetic future, cyberpunk future. People have enhancements and stuff. It's a point-and-click adventure, but very much a horror point-and-click adventure where these two scavengers show up at this abandoned site where weird stuff has been going on, experiments, etc. And you have to explore this place, find out what's going on, get to the bottom of it. I felt the story was a little bit on the weak side, but it's not the biggest issue because it's got nice set pieces, nice scenes, great voice acting, very nice horror vibes. It reminded me a lot of things like Event Horizon, if you remember that movie. It's got that kind of gothic sci-fi horror vibe, and it is going for $74 if you like a point-and-click adventure game with a horror side to it, and I'll give you a good couple of hours to play through it. This is definitely one to consider.
That looks like a lot of fun. Another one that if I can quickly jump in again. Here we go.
No, this is my show. I'm taking
Okay,
over.
go for it. This is one, we may have spoken about this before, but it's also on special at the moment for beautiful 52 rand. It's the Contra Collection.
Oh, really?
I spent many a days playing that version of the game. I haven't played any of the others, but it is such a fun game franchise to play. Going for 52 Rand, yeah, definitely worth checking out if you are. Yeah, you get a bunch of the classics.
Add to cart, definitely. Especially if it's got remote play together and you get some friends in on that one.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I wanted to have a quick look here. Getting a lot of KCD2. What is KCD2?
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That's also a huge...
Okay.
Kingdom, let's go. Kingdom Comes. Okay, 50% off is 475. Oh, there we go. Share this tab.
That's a very good price. I also see that the first Kingdom Come Deliverance is down from 400 to 96 rands. That is nice big bargain. I don't have enough money for the sale.
Yeah, that's a problem. You're going to bookmark and wishlist them, and then by the time you get back to them, they're going to be out of it.
I'll give people a pro tip here if you don't know about this. If you go to steamdb.com, you can actually track how often a game goes on sale. So if you can't get stuff now, you can go, if you wonder, hey, is this thing going to be on sale again soon? You can go to SteamDB, find the game there, and you can actually go look at its sales charts, and you can actually how often it goes on sale. So you can have... so you don't have to get everything now and then grab the stuff that rarely goes on sale. More now.
It's a nice dashboard. I need to make use of this. Look.
I love SteamDB. SteamDB has got so much good stuff in it. So
So
Andreas
where do I
said
see
the
the
Bioshock collection.
sales? Where is it?
Yeah, SteamDB is also where you go for concurrent player counts. Bioshock Remastered is going for 55 rands. The entire Bioshock collection is going for, this is a drum roll moment, 116 rands, 80% off. And you're going to get Bioshock Remastered, Bioshock 2, and the remastered versions. So you're going to get Bioshock Infinite, something called the Season Pass. Not sure what that is. I mean, these are all great. I buy this, except I already own all of these.
Yeah. So I don't have
yeah.
Infinite, but I have most of the others.
Infinite is good.
Flip,
It's
man,
decent.
yeah.
I think the last third lets it down a bit, and I think the ending's a bit confusing. Like, there's a lot of backtracking in that game, but really pretty and also nice to see. It's one of the first games to really start doing big animations on faces, especially of the main character. So a good one. If you like the Bioshock formula, it's really solid on that one.
Under $100, that's always a fun. Let's check what they've got there for us.
So Call of Duty Modern Warfare is 90% off. That's a nice one as well. Yeah, you guys are putting nice recommendations in there. Okay, let me throw one out again. Something a bit different. So just quickly in passing, we don't need to look at it because we featured it before. If you like Civilization, Old World is currently 40 rands. So if you like 4X in Civilization style, but you're tired of Civilization, Old World is great. It's by far, to my opinion, the best of the Civilization clones. So it includes Humanity and Millennium and all of those. So check out Old World for $40. However, the game that I want to profile next, this is going to cost you $300, but it's called Grounded. So, Dreigert, you know I'm a big survival game fan. In fact, I've spoken about the show a lot before.
It's all you talk about, bro.
Yeah, and I'm so one note. I love survival games. I love all types of survival games. Now, I'm not going to say this is the best survival game because there are other ones I'd also highlight as being excellent. But pound for pound, if I had to have a checklist of saying this, and this makes a good survival game, Grounded is hands down the best. It is excellent. 4-player co-op as well. Great building system, great exploration system, great story, great tech, great crafting.
Great stink bugs.
Great stink bugs. The enemies are great. There's even a parry system, so you can and if you play a friend, some people can just bash them while others can be more tactical. It's just my biggest regret in life is finishing this game because I would play it again. But so Grounded is currently out for $300. It's the full edition, which means they've padded all the little things in there, etc. If you can convince 3 other people to buy this, it is an excellent 4-player game. Also has a very nice feature in it that if you're in a multiplayer game and you have permission from the person who created that game, you can download that game and host it. And when you're done, it cloud saves again and someone else can host it. So you don't have this problem of you always need the host to be there to play it type thing. So yes, for $300, Grounded. If you love survival games and you still haven't played Grounded or also it's too expensive, get this now. Don't get Grounded 2 yet. It's still very buggy, still lots of stuff to me filled in. Finish Grounded 1 first. It's also got a sandbox mode, so a big recommendation, but expensive. Like, I'm always a bargain hunter, and I'll admit I got Grounded at an even better price than this. I think I paid like $150 for it, but $300 is a very good price for it.
Not bad. And you can live out this is one of the things that I like about this game is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was one of my favorite movies as a kid because, what a magical world if you can be, a tiny speck of dust in the bigger world. And this feels like it's playing very much into that idea.
Well, some nice more recommendations in there. So Big Mac Daddy saying Just Cause 3 and Mirror's Edge are both only 90 rands. That's great. I've got both of those. Just Cause games are one of my favorites as well, like GTA style mayhem, almost in the Saints Row tradition. Just Cause 3 is probably the best of them. I think that's where the series peaked because I think at that point you had the grappling hook before that. But Just Cause 2 and 3 was peak for that genre. Andreas got a nice recommendation saying if you've never played Bioshock, play Infinite first, then 1, 2, Minerva's Den, and then the Burial Sea DLC. I'm kind of maybe I'm not sure why you would want to play Infinite first. I think Bioshock 1 is by far the best out of them. It's got great story and all that, but I mean that's not still a bad recommendation. Bioshock Infinite is very good. I will just always be sentimental for the first one because I remember when that came out, it was a revolution. There wasn't anything like that in gaming. Crimson Desert, I've been seeing videos on that. Looks good. I'm not paying that much for it though, so we'll wait. Mirror's Edge, the parkour game, the game that started all parkour. Also a great game. It's never really been replicated except maybe by its sequel. So great recommendation there as well. So this is one, yeah. Whenever it's not my birthday, but pretend it's my birthday, Rechard. You can buy me Crimson Desert.
Okay, that's what you
there we
want.
go.
Out of all the things in the world, not socks.
Yeah, Big Mac Daddy, would you kindly play Bioshock 1 first? Well, no, I don't have a choice, do I? Yeah. So another recommendation from you, Rechard.
Yeah, so one last from me, then we can wrap it up because I know we got some time constraints here. I know this game was very highly recommended at NAG. Ariel, also a huge fan of this. It's Mafia 3.
Oh.
Also on special for $100, the definitive edition. And if you want to know more about it, go check out the review on NAG. Yeah, if you want to know more about this game and if it's worth playing. But yeah. I
only ever played the first
go
one
for
when
it.
it came out, so that might be worth it. In fact, all the Mafias I see are doing nice discounts here, so definitely.
Yeah, you can get it, but you can get the trilogy for 215 rand.
That's not bad at all. This is a great sale. So if we're closing off, I'm just going to quickly drop a few on you guys that I think are good bargains. If you like action RPG style games similar to Diablo and that, Remnant from the Ashes is available for $48. If you like side-scrolling, Souls-like, very beautiful pixel art, Blasphemous is going for $45. If you still like side-scrolling, but you prefer being a horrific mutant monster killing people in an underground lab, Carrion is going for $37. If you prefer a survivors like so Bullet Heaven style game like Vampire Survivors, there's a game called Slime 3K. It's going for $13. Lots of fun. Bit tough, but lots of fun. And then Robocop Rogue City is only $160. We covered it a few weeks ago. Very, very good one as well. And then my last one, just quickly scanning over my list, Astroneers going for $70 because I like survival. And one more survival game, Sons of the Forest is currently going for 81 rands. So
Also
obviously
good
I've got a couple of survival games on here. But so my list is the Jedi Survivor Fallen Order game, Sons of the Forest, Remnant from the Ashes, Blasphemous, Carrion, Robocop Rogue City, Old World, Grounded, Astroneer, Slime 3K, Stasis Bone Totem, and then the first one we looked at from my list, Ape Out, which beautiful stylish game. So, and then from you guys in the chat, so many good extra games as well.
I'm gonna have to make a bigger list.
Yeah,
new
so
list.
okay, so Andrea did explain here why they Infinite is set before. I didn't realize it was set before the first one, and the gameplay and story not as good as the first one. It is true, I agree. I just feel like if you can slog through the last third of Infinite, I don't know if you want to play another Bioshock. I really enjoyed it. I just felt it didn't have that focus at the first one. But yes, fair enough. You're going to play all of them. Maybe Infinite is the best one to start in because it's a little bit the weakest of the lot of them. Crimson Capes is 120 rand, says Big Mac Daddy. Similar to Blasphemous. Let's have a look at that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. Crimson Capes. I don't. Capes.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Come on. I'll hook it up now.
Yes, look at that nice pixel art style. Oh wow, yes. This is also and it's going for 116. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that's
Looks
nice.
like rotoscoped animation as well. So kind of like what was it? Prince of Persia, and I mean the original Prince of Persia, not even Sands of Time, the one that came out in the 80s. And Handcrafted World, yes. Okay. I think that's a great recommendation as well. And yes, it reminds me a lot of Blasphemous. Seems to look very similar to that. So
And there's a
certainly
demo you
one
can play if you want to check it out before you buy it. Try before you buy.
That's true as well. And yeah,
Beautiful. Thanks for that recommendation. Yeah.
yeah, Big Mac Daddy also saying Mafia, way better game than GTA. I don't know. I'll fight you on that one. Just, but I'm.
Those are,
I'm
yeah,
a-
I was
I'm
about
a-
to say
I'm a big
fighting
GTA
words.
fan. Yeah, no, I'm a huge, and I'm completely biased for GTA. A couple of years ago replayed all of them, including 1 and 2, and then GTA 3 and all the offshoots from that, Vice City, San Andreas, and then GTA 4. Yet I've never finished GTA 5, even though I've played it twice. I literally got to the very end. I'm not going to spoil you the ending. You kind of have to make a choice, but and I keep going back to try and fight it.
No,
to
it was a
try and
great
fight
game
through it.
that
Yeah.
I do think if I had more time I would play it. But yeah, Red Dead is consuming my free time when I play something as in depth as that.
GTA Horse, it's
Yeah, I mean if you like that reminds me of another game. What is that other one called? GTA Horse. What was it?
San
Anyway,
Andreas.
maybe we'll
better
talk about it
than
another.
GTA 5. Oh, is
Ooh.
it? I don't. It's like picking my favorite child. I really like GTA 5 because it's got the 3-character structure. However, I really like San Andreas because it really is one brought in the kind of rich, expansive cinematic worlds. Like they kind of moved out of mold. 4 tightened that scope again, which was fun. And then add those two, the biker expansion and the gay Tony expansion, and they were great. Red Dead is better than GTA. Again, you're asking
difficult
what's
to
the
say
best
that.
ice cream? Yeah.
Look, I enjoyed GTA 5 immensely, and I would love to have the opportunity to play through that again.
Imagine today,
but-
Rustler, good one. That's
Yeah,
like
Rustler,
classic
that's
old
the one.
school.
GTA Horse, that's the one. Have you
G-
seen that
that's the
game?
old
That's
school,
quite cool.
Yeah, that's a fun one as well. And that's very much in the old school, the first 2 GTA style before they were Rockstar and they're still, I think, RMA.
There we go. There's Rustler.
one.
We can fling Huik cows over
Mm.
trebuchets. Wait, there we go. I want to reverse. Check this out. Peak Rustler. Whoa, nice.
Nah, crazy that.
How
In
much is this
fact,
game for now? 30 Rand. That's not bad.
yeah, another great bargain there. Another one we found there. Do you remember the GTA clone that was going to take place in Bombay? No, I actually haven't heard of that. That sounds interesting. But
Sounds like a Saints Row game.
yes, and another game I'm fond of until they screwed it up a little. But I think they peaked. What do you do after the Saints Row when you went all superhero? You can't really go beyond that. Funny enough, that's why I'm big on GTA. But if you ask me, GTA 6, I'm like, whatever. If it arrives. I don't really care. Because it's nice going back playing the earlier ones. I don't need a new GTA game. Plus things like Rustler, all of that, great games. I do wish though they would release a proper remaster of Bully. If you remember Bully, because you can
Yes,
still buy.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bully. I mean, Rockstar made. I also enjoyed the Warriors game, but Bully was so much fun. I really love playing Bully. The problem is, and you can still buy it and play it today. It's just finicky.
55 Rand on sale right now.
Yeah, that I ran into some controller issues of one of the mini games, and it kind of halted it for me. But Bully is just such a it's overlooked. It was very controversial in its day, and now it's maybe I'll get a revival. But this needs, I would say, we need a remaster. But seeing how much they screwed up the GTA remasters, I'm not sure I want to do it. Mumbai Goodies, what an interesting idea for a GTA game.
By goodness. I did see somewhere, I've got it saved somewhere, but somebody was building another game that's inspired by Bully. Kind of similar premise. Anyway, if I find the game, we can talk about it in another show.
But
We need to wrap up
so,
soon.
yeah, nice
because
sales, nice stuff we got, yeah.
Yeah, we got some. Thank you everybody for your recommendation. Sorry, I don't want to cut it short, but we got some time constraints today. Thank you so much, everybody, for submitting questions and comments. And even if you watch this after the fact, please do drop your comment if you have a game on sale that we should be checking out. Let us know. And if you've played it, give us a quick review what you think of it.
Yeah,
Big
that's
Mate
a
Daddy
good
says, it
point,
does
Big
pain
Mate,
me a
yeah.
bit that GTA has become such a runaway success. Other Rockstar games fell by the wayside. We need Manhunter. Ooh.
Yes,
More
a new
controversy.
Manhunter. You're right. Rockstar made some good other games, and it just. In fact, I'm still salty about Red Dead Redemption 2 because I played the multiplayer so much, and because they are so obsessed with GTA Online, they pretty much canned that, and they never put in the features and stuff, and it just. So I am Rockstar is the one company where I'm annoyed at this, where one franchise has just completely diverted their attention. The other one was Bungie. I don't even remember Bungie. They made a game called Oni, like in the early 2000s. ONI. Now it's not on Steam anymore. I don't think you can find it anymore. But like a third person, you played like a Battle Angel Elite style brawler where you played this. It was very anime aesthetic, and you played this enhanced android who you went around. Oh, is it a Rockstar game? It's not even Bungie. So Bungie, I think, was Myth. Was the strategy game Myth? Yes, this thing Oni.
Oh, they were developer, yeah. Developer
Oh,
of Bungie, right.
Okay, so there's Bungie. Yes. Okay. Oni was so much fun, such a great brawler, so ahead of its time. And then Halo came along, and I always considered the Halo game slightly inferior. To me, they're watered down shooters where they just repeat levels. And I mean, Halo is big because it introduced shooter multiplayer on consoles after GoldenEye started that thing. But to me, they were always better games. But Oni, so overlooked. Yes, Imagine Zeta, that's the one. Andreas with Far Cry 2, and then the remake. Yeah, I enjoyed Far Cry 2. Far Cry 3 is probably still my favorite in that because you could go real Rambo, walk around with your bow, take out those bases. But I think I had enough of Far Cry after Far Cry 3 and then done. But 2 was fun. I used to like ram in with my little 4x4 into my Jeep or Land Rover into those blockades and stuff, jump out, start shooting guys, etc. Far Cry 5 was no Far Cry 4. Which one's the one with the cult? Was it Far Cry 5? Far Cry 5, I can recommend if you want to go full hillbilly, get a friend, play it co-op. Because in a single player game, you've got to be stealthy and careful. When you play Far Cry 5 co-op, because it didn't really balance it for co-op, even though they put the mode in, you could just race in there, the two of you with a bunch of guns and start shooting people. It's like, hillbilly hooch. Yeah, it's just nuts. So,
and it's on sale at the moment. I mean, what a win.
Yeah. It's too long in my opinion. I think the whole cult thing gets dragged around too much. But if you wanna go full yeehaw and your America and just like go in there with your 50 cal firing off the back of a truck and blowing things up with a friend, definitely.
Sound like GTA.
Freedom Force, another one, Big Mac Daddy. So let's look at some of these comments because we still have 1 or 2 minutes. Freedom Force was a great one as well, and then Bioshock, and that completely took their attention away from that as well. Maybe that'll be a good one for a future show. What classic games just got kind of fell on the wayside because something else happened? I mean, another one I think of, No One Lives Forever, NOLF, the first-person spy shooter. That I think is getting a bit of a revival now, but the developers there also got diverted onto another one. So a lot of these classic ones where I wish I can bring it, please bring it back.
We actually don't need any new games. If we just stop developing new games for like a year, right? So just get your stuff together. Instead of launching now, fix your game. AAA title developers, I'm looking at you. We have so much to play in old catalogs. I mean, now I've added 20 new games to my list. Like, where does this end? This madness.
You can stop developing for 10 years and you will still have enough games. And I'm with you. Patch your games, do them properly, keep selling them. I can still buy Rolling Stone's first record on CD or online somewhere. Why is it that I can still buy stuff released 50 years ago in music, or a book released 100 years ago, or even some movies, a lot of movies? But once a game is like 5 years old, most of the time it's just like, down. Imagine that they give us more Warcraft, not a remaster. So a Warcraft sequel, I assume you mean the RTS, not the MMO. There we go. No One Lives Forever is the same developer that made the AI in Fear. Ooh, another game.
Fear, man.
Ooh, I
Can you still
played so
play
much
that
Fear.
now?
I just remember you would be skulking down, shooting, skulking down, and then you'd hear ting, 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 because the AI knew how to chuck grenades. Like that game kept you going. Fear.
And we made
then,
some
of course,
fun
Horror
music
6.
videos with this game. I remember back fondly. How does it go for now? 21 ront. 80 rand for the
Yeah.
entire Fear pack. That's kind of worth it.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, but
RTS, not
multiplayer is no
everywhere.
longer available.
Pity. But single player, still a good single player. I mean, it's very old, so I don't know how well the gameplay conventions have held up, but it's definitely one of the all-time classics. So yes, Warcraft RTS. Would love another Warcraft RTS. If only so I can keep clicking on the units and they keep saying new things. I played so much Warcraft 2, so much Warcraft 2. I still hate water elementals to this day, because once someone could get to water elementals, you were in so much trouble. It was just fun. But yeah, some great recommendations. I suppose also if you guys have ideas for future shows and stuff, because I don't care much for the news, but to talk about games, old games, especially new things, a sale like this is so good because you just have a chance to dig up some classics. And to your point, Reichardt, a lot of these things are patched, they're mature. I think a closing thought, there was a game called Rise, Son of Rome, RYSE.
Oh,
Son
yes.
of
I
Rome.
bought it not too long ago, actually.
And when it came out, it was apparently a buggy mess, but made by Crytek, some guys who did Far Cry and all that. So it was a bomb. It didn't do well. I didn't get it then. I only bought it like 10 years after it came out. It was fully patched. It ran beautifully. It's a great brawler. It is just such a fun, brutal, visceral brawler. Plus, I'm a bit of a geek for Roman history, so that helped as well. Not that it's very historical accurate at all.
27
But,
rand.
Yeah, 28 rands for Rise, bargain. Like, it's still beautiful for a 10-year-old game.
I think it
it's
looks
still
great
beautiful.
now, yeah.
Yeah. And it has a pretty decent co-op multiplayer. You can't play the campaign co-op, but it's got this fun arena mode where you and a friend can go and you brawl out and fight guys and all that. So, yes, I'm going to make this my last recommendation. Rise, Son of Rome, for $28. You can't go wrong, unless
Can't
you
go
hate
wrong.
that type of game, yeah. Or you're a German and you're still sour about the Teutoburg Forest or something, It's,
Yeah, like Andrea says, bring back physical copies for PC preservation purposes. Yeah, I'm all for physical versions. I don't think that's the reality anymore. Someone ported assets from Son of Rome and made it for Fallout New Vegas Legion as an armor replacer. That's very cool.
that's nice.
And imagine Cody saying NMS and
No Man's Sky
Cyberpunk,
and
yeah, are
Cyberpunk,
games that
yeah.
also started off terribly. Yeah,
Got
Cyberpunk,
fixed.
poster child for that movement.
Yes, lots of them. So yeah, I'm with you. Let's start a movement. We ban it. No more game.
No
It's
new
your
games.
No new games for 10 years. Go patch your old games. Bring out.
I didn't
go
say
find
10 years, bro.
Oni.
That's a bit heavy.
Well, by then DLSS 5 will be standard, and we don't need an AI will code.
It'll be
everything,
working.
and we won't need developers anymore. We'll be sorted. So.
We'll all be building our own games, I'm telling you now, like we do our music and our movies.
I
Anyway,
don't have
James,
ideas for games. I want other people's ideas. Yeah.
that's why we've got AI to come up with the ideas. Thank you so much for your time as always, James. Thank you to everybody who's participated in the show and for your comments. You guys are awesome. And without you, the show wouldn't be as fun as what it is, that's for sure. And I think, yeah, the mission is to talk more cool games to play rather than going out and spending big bucks on new games, because we know as much fun as what the new games are, there's always a better old game that you can enjoy and experience that's going to give you a much better time.
Do the maths. You can buy one AAA game for 1,000 rands, or during a sale, you can buy 20 games for that same price, and they're all going to be as good as that game. I mean, if you pick well, because 50 rands, you can get so much out there. So yeah, go have a look.
And let's not forget about our Epic Game Store free games once a week. We never go there. I never go to that launcher, but you get a free game there, so go check it out.
I always take them, but I always end up, if I like them, I buy them on Steam. So the free game's just a way for me to spend money on Steam. The Harry Potter Hogwarts, I got it for free on Epic, and I ended up buying it on Steam because I'm like,
Yeah,
this is too
just to have it
awesome
there.
for Epic. It has to be on Steam. Yeah, maybe one day we'll
Agreed.
have a debate. Why is Steam better than Epic? Because that's the correct answer. Nothing's better than Steam.
I'll ponder about that. Thank you so much, James. We appreciate your time. Thanks, guys. Have a lucky weekend. And yeah, drop a comment with games you need to play this weekend. Cheers.
Awesome. Cheers, guys.